Hi, so this is the video I promised to do. Let's quickly jump into it. That's the website, the scholarship. I'm sure by now you're all familiar with the scholarship application portal. So we click on application online. Because I already have an account, I'll just quickly sign in. So when you sign in, this is the first thing you see. Now, this is where to click when you want to apply for the scholarship. When you want to check your scholarship status, you click here. I have two in the system. I was awarded twice on two different occasions. So these are it. When you click on it, it gives you the certificate. Once you click it, pop up the certificate for you. Now, since that's not a focus, let's quickly just go to. So there's Chinese language program and cooperative scholarship. Both of them award the same scholarship stipend or stipends, however I want to mention it. Just that I think the cooperative is not so competitive as compared to the Chinese language. That is, per my understanding, how I was told back then when this particular cooperative was brought. I beg to differ, or I stand to be corrected. Since we are all going for this one, we can just go ahead and select this. We'll go ahead. So these are the scholarship application requirements or information you need. All documents have to be in picture format. Actually, previously or during my time, I actually uploaded PDFs and it was accepted. All I had to do was make sure that the file it didn't exceed the file size. So if you don't find a reason to convert your PDFs to picture, then go ahead. Except places such as passport size picture, biodata of your passport first page. Those places, then and then signature. Those places you definitely need what is it called? Picture. Other than that, your certificate, your transcript, you can go ahead and upload what is it called? PDF. And then the file size, you pay attention, it has to be less than 2 megabytes for the files, and then 3 KB, less than 3 KB or equal to 3 KB for the passport picture and all those things. Without talking much, let's go ahead and jump into it. So this certificate photo, please, it is not your University of Ghana set. It is not your undergraduate set. It's your passport size picture. So let's just go here and then pick a picture. So for the purpose of this application, I just use a sample picture. Then family name. Family name is definitely your surname. So for the purpose of this application, let's say my family name is Lenovo. My given name, if I have first name and middle names, then I'll just write it in that order. But if I don't have a middle name, then why not? I'll just write my first name. So assuming, I mean, of course, Ghanaians, you people have like 4 to 5 names, sometimes as long as 6. So let's just say you have a first name which is um, touch screen, then your middle name is keyboard, or your other names are Intel or I5. So you just go ahead and list them like that. If you have a Chinese name, you put it there. But I think it has asterisks, so definitely you have to get the one. So unfortunately, if you don't have, then that's where you have to create one. So you can just use, let's see, sorry. Then we go ahead and write that Chinese name. Then your nationality, you don't need to waste your time and scroll. When you type GH, it will bring the possible countries with GH. Then you select Ghana. passport number, then 1 2 3 4 5 6. Passport validity date. So that's the expiry date of your passport. If your passport will expire end of this year, it means that you have to make sure you renew it before you come. Because trust me, if you come to China and you go and renew it at the consulate or the embassy in Beijing, you regret not doing it in Ghana. It's quite expensive. So let's just say, let me use 10 years because now it has 10 years value. Let me just say 2030. And then we'll select this date. Then upload passport first page. So the passport first page is the page that has your picture. Your picture. Let me, where is the, this one? This is a sample I got online. So this is your passport first page. Don't go and upload a blank page. This is the passport first page. Now let's go ahead and do whatever we have to do. So you upload that. When you upload, you make sure you check if it's here. If you uploaded a mistake, you can just click on this and delete it. Now you go ahead and select your date of birth. So let's just say you were born in 2000 and today is your date and your birthday. So 9th March 2000. Country of birth. If you were born in Ghana, then you can say Ghana. If you're not born in Ghana, you can select US. So Ghana, city of birth. The city of birth is in your passport. That same bio data because that data was gotten from your birth set. So don't go and make sure there's uniformity in your every data you provide. So you quickly check on that. So if you're born in Accra, you just write Accra. If you're a male, you select it. If you're female, there's no option for uh, what you people now identify as. Then if you're married, you select married. Then educational level, you select undergraduate. Religion, you select, or you know, you type Muslim. Telephone number, you start with the prefix, so 2335676 2123. This is just for the purpose of it. Since Ghana, we don't really use fax. You can just copy and paste this phone number there again. And the email address you used when you were creating the account uh, automatically comes here, so you don't need to do anything again. So this back then I used my student mail, so then we just go ahead again and select or you paste native language, English, current circumstances. Yes, you graduated, so you think you should select work. If you like, you can go ahead and select work and you write your place of work. But if you ask me, let's go ahead and select student study. If not, let's see, you can select cheat or other. But well, I would have first go ahead and select the study, and then we type University of Ghana. So because it's a form, I would advise you fill it in caps. Because I mean forms are, I don't know who brought that law, but then forms are usually filled in caps. So just go ahead and fill it. Permanent address. So this is where you stay. Since it's an international address you are giving, you see they've written here address for receiving acceptance scholarship. That's different from the permanent address. But I should at least follow the same format. Previously, you could write a lot of characters, but now I think they've limited it. So if it was back then, maybe I would have written number 2 Kojo Street, Kaswa Road. I don't know, is Kaswa even part of Accra? Let's just say Accra. Then you add Ghana because that is where you are. Emphasis on the street, or I don't know, even if you don't have street, if maybe your house has house number. If you want to use GPS too, that's fine. You can go ahead and use GPS. So let's say it's GP 2342 dash 50 5960. Oma. Now this GPS, where is it at? So Teshi. Where is Teshi at? Accra. Where do we locate Accra? Ghana. Full stop. You are done. Like Uni will be any asset because you are giving an international address. So when they ship and it comes to Ghana, DHL or whatever query they decide to use, um, you just go and then pick it up from there. Now, address for receiving acceptance letter. You can go ahead and use CI or you can use University of Ghana or you can use your current workplace so that the dispatch will call you. In most cases, yeah, some schools know that because the distance from China to Ghana is quite far. What they will do is they will send you a soft copy of your JW202 and your admission letter via your email you provide. So your email is now your best friend. When you were in school, I'm sure most of you never barely read the University of Ghana mail. But when you are done with school, your mail is now your social media. Once you receive a notification, you should be checking it. Sometimes you have to be checking your spam because for all you know, they've sent you a mail and it's gone to your spam. So you check your spam. Now you go ahead and then you type. So see, yeah, if you decide to write Confucius Institute in full, it will tell you maximum characters of which. So TIUD, then you give them the address. So let's say PO Box LG 25 Accra. So you notice that I'm using PO Box here. It doesn't mean they will actually send it to the box number. No, I don't know the exact address. See, I don't know if they have the GPS there, and I don't know the house number and all these things. But if I were to be in Ghana and I wanted to use my workplace, I would have just said maybe um, let's say I'm a TA at the Chinese section, so care of Chinese section at the University of Ghana, Legon. So you see, it has exceeded the 50 characters. So this is where you just do YouTube. And you are gone. So I couldn't even add the full stop. So at least it's better. Uh, then you come here, emergency contact and telephone number in China. Um, I remember I told you guys that um, when you go to the school you want to apply to, okay, they have their details there. So this is host institution. So for instance, if we are going to this Beijing Dashui, when you click on Beijing Dashui, it gives you their address, their postcode, their website, and then other details. Um, so this is the name of a teacher who is in charge of admissions or maybe who replies the email. Ideally, maybe you will not have anybody in China. Okay, so you just go ahead, copy this person's name, paste it there. Wait, let me see. So telephone number, that's what they call. Then fax, you copy the fax. This thing is so sensitive. Then email address. This method, I used it the first time I was applying. It doesn't mean it's wrong, neither does it mean it's correct. ideally, no one is expecting that when you come to China, something will happen to you. And even when you come to your school, okay, they might ask you for emergency number. So by then, I'm sure you would have known any of your family members or a friend or a senior who's already there. Then you give that person's number to your school. You understand? But if you feel, oh, you have somebody in China, then Charlie, you can skip this particular process I just used. And then what do? You go ahead and select and type the person's details there. So once you are done, you come back here, you go through all the process, make sure every information you've placed there is correct, no mistake. And then you click on save and next. Please hold on, I have to pause and continue. I'm coming. Okay, so I'm back. Prior to me leaving, yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I used a demo passport number 1234567, and then when I was submitting, a pop-up came. Oh, the previous pop-up was saying that the passport number I provided was wrong. Like it's already been saved, it has already been used. So so I needed to go back and change it. But now so I tried cleaning it and putting my own there, but I realized that it was successful. Now let's come back to this place. Institution. So you can decide to fill it in Chinese or you can decide to fill it in English. If you want to be no kaka, just fill it in Chinese. Then you select the year that you went to school. So if you are currently in level 300, you select the year you came to Legon. If you are done with school, you are part of the current batch who completed January. You came in 2019. So back then, prior to COVID, we used to come to school somewhere in 8th month. That's August. And then orientation will start in the first week or second week of the month. And then class the following week. So if I were to be filling, ordinarily I'll say I started in 19th. So let's say 19th August 2019. Then the date you completed is on your certificate. I think I heard it was they gave you guys 17th September or 19th September. I don't know if I'm correct. September is what, 9th month. So I don't know why it always falls on a weekend because mine also was on a weekend. But so let's just say this field of study. So if you did Chinese and political science, Chinese and business school course, you write it. Yes, I know on your certificate they might have arranged that, for instance, public admin and Chinese. But you, there's nothing wrong if you write the Chinese first. So you do Chinese and political. Then what qualifications did you obtain? You obtained a bachelor's degree. So you just write your bachelor's degree or undergrad. Let's get this bachelor. Then this place is asking for your certificate. So previously your certificate was in PDF format, yeah. Now you want to convert it to what is it called? Image format. Then we can go ahead and do it. So let's just go here, pick the link from here. Okay, you know what? Let me just search from my browser because it's something I've been using. So I love PDF. This is their website. Your document is in PDF. You want to convert to Word. Sorry, JPEG. So you scroll and select PDF to JPEG. Click. Select PDF file. You come here. So for the purpose of this application, let me see. I want a document that is one page. Let me use this. Okay, no. Let me use another one. So this document is a 4-page document. Okay. What that means is that when it converts to JPEG, we'll have 4 different images. So when it happens at 4 different images, that is when this particular link will be important, because this link will help you combine those 4 images to become one big image, but with 4 different pages. So let's just do it. So you leave the site to do it. If you have IDM like I do, you go down a little, then the download pop-up will come. If it doesn't come to you, go down to more, or you can just click. Now you realize that this file is 1.953 megabytes. So I'll just open one of them. So this is it. I'll just open one of the pages like that. And we need, we just need a certificate. So assuming this was not a 4-page document and then that was my certificate, I'll just go ahead and do what, select it. Then I'll upload it there. Then transcript. So you see the transcript is also 4 pages. So if the transcript is 4 pages like the document I just did, how then do we get it to this place? Me, my honest opinion, I would prefer you just upload a PDF there. Just go ahead. But if you want to do it an image, then what do you have to do? You come here, you select any of these 4 images, assuming that was your transcript. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my page 1 of my transcript, page 2, page 3, page 4. Then let's come to this document. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you have to make sure you select it in the order in which they are appearing. You can't go and select first image as level 400 first semester, and then your second image is level 100. No, it should follow in that particular order. Let me pause and come back after. Let me check something quickly. Please hold on. Welcome back. So once you arrange them, you just select the way you want it. If you want it vertical, you do vertical. If you want it horizontal, but I prefer you select the vertical like that. And then what is it? Save as JPEG. Then you click on merge. So the site will just do its work. Okay, the files have been successfully combined. Because it was already an image and it wasn't that large, you quickly did it on. You click on download. It downloads and you open. Now let's see. So the pictures I selected were pictures that you won't see the division, but you can realize that the size is quite big. I don't know if you guys can see it. I should have selected a different image where you will see the various divisions. So it has merged it as one whole big document for us, and then we are good to go like that. So what do we do then? We just come here and then we upload our transcript. So I selected some, I think from 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is a short one. This is also a, so when it comes here like that, it becomes, so that's how come you are seeing it like that. Then we select this and we upload. Now when you click on this button, operation, it means that you have another institution to input there. But since you don't, you just ignore it and delete. Have you ever studied in have you ever studied Chinese in Confucius Institute? If you select yes, there should be a certificate from Confucius Institute that confirms that indeed you can study with them. If you don't have, my friend, just go ahead and select no. Have you ever studied in China? No. Other experience learning Chinese? You can select yes, but when you select yes, it means you have to come and upload University of Ghana certificate again. That's duplication. So you click on save and then you go and yes, next I mean. Then we come to work experience. Have you ever been a Chinese language teacher at school? At school. For those of you doing Galamsey, when I say Galamsey, I'm sure you people know. Some of you know. Uh, if you are teaching Chinese at a particular school right now, okay, aside where you are IT, okay, you can, and they give you a contract letter. You can upload that contract letter there. That shows that you are teaching Chinese to these students, or you can even arrange with the head of the institution. So they can write you a contract letter, you put it here, and then you upload. But because I've not used this particular option before, Charlie, just select no. I don't know you prefer, and all these things I will do it. Do you want to apply for the teacher education? You select yes. Have you ever worked in China? So no. Are you an in-service Chinese language? No. Then you go ahead and select save next. Now this is where the Heya is. So with specific Kanban agreements, you select yes. Basically, I think what they are trying to say is that you agree to apply or conform to Kanban agreement, then you select yes. If you're a Chinese bridge winner, not second place winner, not third place winner, where winner means you were first, eh? And then you went to represent CI Ghana, or you went to represent Ghana at the world stage, then you select yes. Any other position is bomb because one come. Then type of recommending institution, constitution, continent, Fejo, sorry about the noise, I'm doing laundry. Then country, Ghana, recommending institution. This is Cape Coast, this is Ghana. Then I deliberately selected yes to see if someone will pay. So when you select yes, it means that you are applying for either masters. This one is actually if you are applying for a special scholarship. You are not applying for a special scholarship. You are applying for the normal scholarship. The special scholarship is for those applying for the master's degree and what is it called? PhD program. But since yours is not that one, you select no. And then you select one academic year. If your HSK 3 score, the standard is HSK 3, that's what I'm saying HSK 3. If your HSK 3 score is 210 and above, you select one academic year. If it's not 210 and above, my friend, this is where you belong, one semester. Then the one semester, you either come from September to January, or you come next year, March to July. The choice is yours. But since it's one academic year, you select this. Then you select the period. Then you select coverage. And then You select this, and then you select any of your schools. So let me use this. Select Shandong. Can you accept? Then you select yes. Then you go to save and yes. Now, I previously mentioned if your HSK scores are not so high, Charlie. When we say excellent, you know excellent. Hmm? If I get 80, which is A, and someone gets 100, which is also A, if they are given an award and they are using raw score, obviously they'll choose the 100 over me, and that shows that the person was excellent. So if your score is not so high, like maybe 250 plus or 250, then Charlie just select good. I mean, you can't say you are fair and you can't say you are poor. Your English is excellent because that's our mother language. Then HSK level 3 or 4 depending. If you have 5 too, that's cool. Then your score, if you got 300, you put it there. And then you put your scorecard. You realize that HSK has asterisks all together. But when you come to HSKK, it doesn't have. It doesn't mean you shouldn't upload it. Preference will be given to students with HSKK. Then if you have intermediate, select 19. You upload yours. This BCC and all those things, they don't apply to us. Can I be taught in English? No. We are come to learn Chinese. Can I be taught in Chinese? Yes. Then you go to save and next. Then we come to referee. So recommendation letter from institution. I don't have anything like that, so I'm just then you upload it. Type of a telephone number of recommendation a recommending institution. So this number can be found in the CI recommendation letter they give you, the top side. Email, name of referee. That one is also on the system. So that's the current PI, then his phone number. Then your statement of purpose. By when you get here, means that you've already written your statement of purpose. So all you do is you copy and paste, and then you are good to go. If this one doesn't apply to you, so you ignore it. And then your signature. So let me try and upload this. Now you realize that there's a box here. So you have to, if your signature is that small somewhere, let's say this is the area that your signature occupies, you have to minimize it for it to get there. Once it's there like that, you click on, and then that's it. You click save and you submit, or you preview first. Because I'm not submitting, I'll just go ahead and ignore it. And then that's it. That's the end of it. At this juncture, I don't think there's any more question to ask. If you have any questions, why not? My DMs are always open. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll upload this to the WhatsApp group or wherever it can go to.